Okay, today was a very interesting day. I'd like to point out right now, if you look carefully at my truck, I did not hit or bump anything, not a scratch on it. Okay, keep that in mind. I did not hit or bump anything. Nothing happened. I was just driving down the road. More background. This truck, I don't drive it in the wintertime, so about 6 months out of the year, this truck sits. And I disconnect the battery so the battery doesn't drain down. It's now May, springtime, and I just connected the battery, and I took it to my shop to change the oil. And when I hooked the battery up, I did notice one thing, but I didn't get too concerned about it. I did notice that in the dash here, oh, it still stinks in here. I did notice I did have an airbag light on. And I kind of looked it up on the internet, and it said, yeah, it's something that you should take care of. So I was going to make an appointment with a mechanic, have him check it over, but I thought, well, it's okay to drive it yet, no big deal. It's just that I don't have airbags. You know, that's how I read it anyway, that when you have a airbag light on, that means I took it that it meant if you got in a wreck that your airbags would not deploy. Well, if you notice my steering wheel here, anyway, I took this on a trip. I took it so a friend could pick up another vehicle. On the way home, this is just speculation. Anyway, on the way home, a good song came on the radio, and I do have an aftermarket boombox in here. This has got a pretty loud subwoofer. I can't remember how many watts, but it's over 1,000 watts anyway. I mean, she'll rattle the cab pretty good. It could be just speculation, but as I was going on down the road, this song, it seemed like it hit some pretty good hard beats, pretty good basses, and just as one of the beats hit, and luckily I drive down the road, I always have my hand towards the top of the wheel, and I was just enjoying my music, and I was just driving down the road, and all of a sudden, pow! This sucker blew up, threw my hand back. I don't know if you can still see the bruise. Blew my hand back into my shoulder. Luckily, it didn't hit me in the face. It missed my face. And I thought, what the hell? So if you have an airbag light on in your vehicle, especially if it's an older vehicle like this, don't take it lightly. And especially if you got an aftermarket boombox in here, because it will go off. At least it did on me. So I'm a little pissed right now. Obviously, there's going to be no more airbags in this. I already ripped the passenger airbag out. I am not having airbags on these older vehicles. I mean, this truck is 1998. It's well over 20 years old. And this is about the time when they were just coming out with airbags, so I'm sure the technology wasn't perfected yet. So either way, I'm gonna go to a junkyard. I know they make trucks where they just have a cubby hole there. I'm just gonna put a cubby hole there, so there's gonna be no airbag there. And I'm hoping it might look a little funky, but I'm hoping that it's got the same splines. I want to change this steering wheel into another style. I'll show my older truck. I think I can put the older style steering wheel on there. But anyway, yeah, be forewarned. If you drive an older vehicle, especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, and you got an airbag light, you want to get that checked out immediately, because I did not expect that. It was just one trip. Don't get me wrong, I already made the phone call, and I was going to get it checked out, and I thought, well, it's still okay to drive, but no. See, yeah, I'm going to have to remove this stupid sticker. But yeah, that's quite a shock. I'm probably lucky I didn't get in a damn wreck. I mean, if that don't wake you up, having a freaking airbag blow off in your face when you're just driving down the road, that's horse shit. Excuse my language, but I'm a little pissed today. And then people wonder why I try so hard to keep my old pre-1994 pickups going. As you notice in this sucker, we got a nice glove compartment here instead of a stupid airbag. And we got the old reliable steering wheel. The problem is, of course, I mean 1994, pre-94, that's over 30, almost over 30 years. So, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to, you know, find these trucks in decent shape. I've been keeping this one going pretty good yet, but anyway, my idea is I'm hoping I can go to a junkyard and go inside an older truck and get this steering wheel, and I'm hoping that it'll fit on the newer style. I don't know. If anybody knows about this stuff, let me know in the comments, but I guess I am going to find out for myself eventually. I got to find my steering wheel puller. I'm hoping the splines are the same. It might look a little funny because the base on the newer, the 95 and newer trucks, it's wider and fatter here. So it might look a little funny with this narrow neck steering wheel, but I don't give a shit anymore. I am not driving older vehicles with airbags anymore. That just, I'm sorry, that gave me some PTSD or something. I mean, that just freaked me the hell out. So I am no longer driving older vehicles with airbags. That's bull crap. There's no reason that should have went off. I mean, man, oh man. So yeah, anyway, that's my rant. So talk to you later. And if you do have an airbag light on an older vehicle, don't drive it. Get it checked out.